If we're supposed to approach guys, how do you know when a guy wants to be approached? So apparently single men are starting to become afraid to approach women in real life because they don't want to be viewed as creepy.
Okay, I have a question for men. Why don't you guys approach us in public?
It's been brought to my attention that men no longer want to come up to women anymore.
Men are going their own way and women have started to panic. You know how modern women say they don't need no man.
Do we need men?
No.
Do we need men?
Honestly, no.
Do we need men?
No.
Hey, does anybody want coffee? Who wants coffee? I just made a fresh pot of coffee. Does anybody want coffee?
Take money. Take money.
Okay, I have a question, and maybe this is a stupid question, but that hasn't stopped me in the past from asking my questions. My question here. You know, my brother was telling me about how in the gym, guys don't really approach girls, which, good. Don't approach me. Don't talk to me. Thank you. But so then I was like, if we're supposed to approach guys, how do you know when a guy wants to be approached by a girl? You know? Like, because girls, we'll give like the little ojitos, we'll give little signs. Like, you know, it'll be like we'll keep looking back. They're like, ah. But how do you know? Like, if you're a guy and you saw a pretty girl and you wanted her to talk to you because you don't want to talk to her, what do you do? Please let me know. That's what I'm curious about. Thank you.
Well, this is what happens when you go against the laws of nature. And I'm sorry to inform you, but this channel is not in the business of revealing secrets about men.
Alright, I'm at Home Depot and I have no idea what I'm doing, so I'm gonna ask a guy.
Be safe out there. Be safe out there. Don't fall for it. I'm just saying it.
You gotta know exactly who you are. Lord have mercy. We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay focused.
So apparently single men are starting to become afraid to approach women in real life because they don't want to be viewed as creepy. Around like 53% according to this one study. And I just really think that is not enough. Run the percentage up. Run the percentage up. This is not a bad thing. This is not a bad thing, and I'm going to tell you why. A man being concerned about being viewed as creepy while approaching a woman shows an awareness of the reality of violence that women face when they're approached by men, when they deal with men, when they're talked to by men, when they're harassed by men, cackled by men, etc. And he does not want to be a part of said reality. There is literally nothing negative about men starting to be hyper aware of how they're interacting with women. There's no negative to that because it's been on the other end of the spectrum for so long, right? Like, men have been so used to women being at their disposal and their availability whenever they want to, right? That now some men see it as a slight that, oh my God, I have to worry about being viewed as a creep. You have to worry about being viewed as a creep.
That's what happens when men see a bunch of TikToks and YouTube videos about women always planning to assist to ambush them in one of these places. And you're not going to see them on site because they know what time you're going to show up there. And they will go at the time when they know that they want to be seeing women with cameras.
Sometimes you have to go to Home Depot to find a man. When a man is ready for marriage, I like to say his light switch is on. So that's why I'm by the light switches. It's honestly like a mating call. Where is he? It's looking bleak. I'm taking one to go. There's other aisles.
Okay, I have a question for men. Why don't you guys approach us in public? It's so frustrating. Like, I just went to Lowe's and I was walking around grabbing some supplies for my move, and I made eye contact with like 3 different guys. I was smiling, I was just like doing my thing, and nobody came up to me. They almost seemed like annoyed that I was looking at them. It's just such a weird world we're in. I guess everyone uses online dating apps, but if you guys would just like approach a girl, I'm telling you 99% of women would love it. Like, all you have to say is like, you know, oh, I love your shoes, or, you know, do you need help with this, or literally anything, and you'll be able to tell right away if she's like vibing with you, or if she's into you, or if she's not interested and has a boyfriend. Like, she'll probably just like be a little bit more shy and walk away or something. Like,
the problem is you're always betting men to approach you. When they do, you send these choosing signals, you bet them. And then when they do approach you, and that's the time now you see, oh, I have to embarrass him for approaching me.
So it's been brought to my attention that men no longer want to come up to women anymore. Due to sex allegations, women being just so rude and disrespectful, and rejection. I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know men didn't want to come up to women anymore. I'm barely finding this out. Why do women choose to cuss guys out when they come up to them and approach them? I have no idea. I apologize for that. But there's just too many fine men. And if it takes me, the women, having to come up to you guys and shooting my shot, saying what's up, being the big stepper, then I'll just have to do that. And I'm gonna just start coming up to you guys and shooting out compliments and see where it takes me. So if I start coming up to y'all in the grocery store and I say, excuse me, sir, you are just so sexy, I want a response. Okay, I don't want none of that shy stuff.
You got to get on your Zoom. Every morning you got to get on your Zoom at 10, because they report me if you don't get on your Zoom, or might drop you from school. You got to be on your Zoom, babe. Get up. You should.
Question, why was she climbing up the ladder? Attention, gonna get you in trouble.
They say at Home Depot you find husband. Maybe. I just wait right here. I'm from New York. New York. Oh, I found husband. Woo.
Somebody say, did you see them? That man that was smiling at you behind you. I mean, that's a poster.